6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come right with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me, sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new way, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world of makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see.
We got that dub, baby. I'll take it. We got that dub. I'll take all wins, baby. We needed this dub tonight, man. Let me turn up a little bit. Hey, family, listen up. The guys came out tonight and did what they should have did. Jumped on this team early. Jumped on them early, man. We was looking like a legit, just a legit, I hate to say it, but just like a legit basketball team. Came out there, man, jumped on these dudes early, as we should. This was a 7-win team, guys. The Hornets was 7-21. And do you know we was 2-point underdogs to the Hornets? We was +2 at Charlotte tonight. They are 7-21, man. But we did what we had to do. Came out, jumped on them early, man. Just that little. We had a scare, man. At one point, we was up 24 points. Next thing you know, bam, bam, third quarter, they done cut the lead all the way down to 3, man. And I was just like, oh, my days, we're about to trick off another game, bro. I just knew we was going to trick off this game, but our players came through. Trae Young played a very efficient game tonight, man. Hold on, let me drop this link real quick for the home team. Y'all know what time it is. There go the link, guys. We had a great night tonight, man. Just great night. I don't really have a lot of complaints, man, because this was a not a must win as far as the record, man, but just like a must win just for the team, so we can try to get some momentum going, man. Have something positive to talk about with this team, man. And the boys came through tonight, man. The boys came through, played big. Shout out to the bench. They filling in with all these injuries. And like I was saying this morning, guys, with these injuries, man, these injuries are crazy. These injuries were getting crazy. And like I was saying, if we could just maintain and hang around the 500 mark, if we could just hang around the 500 mark until we can get healthy, man, I think we'll be Gucci. I think we'll be Gucci, man. So, hold up, we got Ticket up in the building. What's good, my guy?
Hey, man, I got a little mini dissertation for you tonight.
Okay,
let's hear it. Go get your stuff off. Oh, okay. Hey, man, starting off, I feel like for 3 quarters, I feel like a little less than 3 quarters, they dominated pretty much the whole game. Second quarter, they allowed 35 points. That's what got Charlotte in that rhythm to where they made that big run in the third quarter. I feel like our defense finally settled down a little bit, and it kind of led to a couple easy buckets. Bogey got back in rhythm. Trae was as efficient as you would want him to be, given we know how his personality is as far as his shot selection.
Right.
So I feel like this was as good a Trae Young as we could ask for in this situation.
Okay.
Bogey was. I can't wait to hear John when he gets on. I hope he gets on. This the bogey that John paid for. This that bogey.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see. What Bogey? Let's see
uh,
what Bogey put out tonight. Bogey was 6 for 16.
he
Real
wasn't
damn,
six
he
for
was.
16.
Yeah, he is. I'm looking at it right now. Bogey Bundon. Oh, I'm looking at the Ron Bogdan. Oh man, I'm tripping.
I think he only missed 3 shots the whole night.
I thought I hit the right. Where'd it go? I hit the wrong game. See, there goes Charlotte, Atlanta. Then it just there it go. So we can get the look at these stats real quick. Mr. Bondon. But Bogey, speaking of that, Bogey been hot as hell lately though, bro.
They talking about how that knee finally 100%.
Okay, there you go. Bogey 9 for 14, 64%.
Yeah.
Ooh, 70% from 3. 28
Now,
points, a plus 22 for Bogey tonight. Wow.
hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I gotta give props to my boy Nate. I gotta give him props.
Really? Okay.
Switching him switching AJ and Bogey in the rotation, that I feel like they helped a whole lot tonight. Bogey, he kind of, we got a bad habit of starting off slow.
Right.
And with Bogey having that like explosive firepower, that's kind of like what we needed. I think that can kind of help reverse some of our, first quarter woes. And then with AJ, AJ gonna do AJ, but with him, if he coming off the bench, it seems like he plays a little bit more free. There isn't as much pressure on him as if he's starting. Last thing, bruh, I need to see a little bit more Frank, bruh. I need to see a little bit more Kaminsky.
Off one game? Game?
The way
more
that
off of one game?
it ain't had nothing to do with his scoring. The way the offense, you didn't see in the fourth quarter where we pretty much ran the offense through him when Trae went out the game. We looked, that's outside of having a point guard on the floor, that's Trae and Murray. That might have been as fluid as we've looked all season with him on the floor.
Well, you're not gonna see that no more, right?
So what?
You're not gonna see that no more. Once everybody come back off injury, just think about it. If Capella was playing tonight, Frank isn't going to play, so you're not gonna see that anymore. Unless
you put, the only way I could see it happening, and Okongwu obviously they dead set on him being at the 5. If you put him at the 4.
Really?
What?
Bro, Gerald, listen. He not coming back, Gerald. That and once these players come back from injury, you ain't gonna see Kaminsky no more, dog. So I'm just saying that because
let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Have we not given Jalen Johnson enough reps to solidify that backup 4 position?
Gerald, I know you're not going there, Gerald.
I'm asking a question.
Gerald, I know you're not going where I think you're going, Gerald.
I'm asking a question.
Gerald, I know you're not going where I think you going.
Hey, I gotta stir the pot.
You can't be serious.
I'm asking a question. It froze up. Okay, Demar, you good? Did Demar freeze or is that me? Did the mod freeze, y'all? I think he froze. Oh, okay. We're gonna wait for the mod to get on, I guess. Shout out to the chat.
Hey, my bad. Yo,
That was you.
my son has this VPN. I had to never mind.
I got you. So yeah, I was just asking a question. How do you?
Don't ask it, Gerald. Don't ask. Don't.
I already. Hey, I already asked it. Hey, let me. Hey, check this out. Check this out. Jay, and this gonna be a good topic of discussion, even if it's just for the night. Hey.
Oh God, man.
I love JJ. I'm a fan of him. Matt, I give you credit. You put me on JJ. What's up, y'all? You put me on JJ and you put me on AJ. I'ma always give you credit for that. The main thing we say is JJ's strength is his facilitation abilities. The thing is, and it made sense tonight, JJ is the most effective in transition, but if we in the half court, the facilitation of him kind of goes out the window because you can play off of him. And
bro, listen. I really can't, bro. Are you really trying to get Frank Kaminsky on the court?
I can't.
On the what?
On the court, because that's what you talk about, right? You talking about?
I don't have to have JJ out of the rotation. I just need a few more minutes out of Frank.
Man.
I'm going to the garage off of that, bro.
Sprint.
I'm going to the garage off of that, man. Bro. You got to be kidding me, man.
I'm about to go to Greens in a minute,
bro. It's one game, Mike. Hey, Rashad, come up here, Rashad.
Where AJ it was one game, and then we gave him a little bit more burn, and then he kept proving it.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, he has a skill we needed, which was shooting. Frank has. He doesn't. What is his skill like?
Being tall.
Being a tall. He a perimeter. He a perimeter shooter, man.
He a perimeter shooter, yeah, but he showed the ability to where if you don't have a ball handler on the floor.
So you telling me? You gonna have a starting line? I mean, the second unit, because what I'm saying is once everybody come back, Kaminsky not gonna get no burn. So you trying to replace JJ with Kaminsky? Not
necessarily. I'm not saying replace him.
I'm talking about his minutes. His minutes, right?
No, not all of his minutes. Take a few of those minutes. If JJ not giving us nothing, and then just put Kaminsky in, see how that go. Bro, the second unit seemed a whole lot more fluid offensively tonight with him in the half court. When Trey went out the game, and we ain't have Murray either.
And you do know we're playing a team that's 7-21 too, also, right? So let's not get too.
I believe the second worst defense in the NBA.
Yeah, let's not get too carried away because Frank had because what? Hey, Frank ain't done this no other time this year, has he?
He didn't do that when he played.
I don't even think Frank had this many minutes at any time this year.
Listen, man, ain't no way I want to see no Kaminsky out here, man. Hell no, not when we're full strength. Now, right now, yeah, we need his ass out here. But man,
no, he don't got to be a main guy. Even if it's 8 to 10 minutes, that's all I'm saying. But he don't need to not play, in my opinion, he don't need to be like 7 games where we don't see him at all, based on what I saw tonight. If JJ's struggling, I don't see why you couldn't put him out there just as like just a little twist, because JJ can't shoot.
Boss, I gotta. Hey, salute to the chat, man.
What's
Demond,
up, Breezy?
Hey, salute to Demond, man. NBA Universe. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in the door. You know what I'm saying? We got a neighborhood of soldiers coming over here to rock with We Talk Hawks, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
We talk Mavs. Lawrence Tears, the Knicks fam. I think we got a relationship with Nets fans. We trying to get them to come over and check out your stuff, man. So salute to y'all. Man, great win tonight, bro. But let me tell y'all something, man. I just saw Charlotte play last Friday night. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, to watch the Knicks and Hornets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawks are garbage, bro. Don't take nothing from this, bro. The Hornets are garbage, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They just gave up 145 to Detroit yesterday.
Bro.
Day before yesterday.
They are, man. Look, hey, Victor probably gonna be in Charlotte, bro. That's how bad this team is.
Yeah, they terrible, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask y'all this. If we was full strength, I wouldn't like really be harping like this.
But what's the question though? You said let me ask you a question.
All right, so do you just say that just that easily off the tongue, given we're down our whole front court along with well hell 3 starters?
What? What's the question?
Say what?
What's the question?
I'm saying, is it that easy to say don't take nothing from this game when we down 3 starters?
Yeah, it's that easy. Yeah,
I'm telling you, big dog.
But I'm saying, but y'all the ones that say the players ain't good enough.
No, I just
listen. Charlotte
said,
is what, bro. They are 7-2, bro. They're like the worst defense.
They're the worst
in
team
the NBA.
in the
Come
NBA.
on, man.
I just saw them live last
It ain't.
Friday.
If we was
If he would have done that, if Frank would have done that when we beat the Nuggets, right? Okay, then, because the Nuggets was full strength when we played them without Trey, when it was just DeJounte out there. If Frank would have got out there and did something right there, then I'd be like, oh, he doing something. Bro, come on, my guy. This is the worst team, one of the worst teams in the NBA, my G.
Right, come on, man.
Let's not get carried away, man.
But hey, all I'm saying is that in one ear we can't say our players, we are average team and all that. And then
our records say we're average. We 500. That's average.
Right. So if we average,
right,
we can't minimize a win is what I'm saying if we just average.
No, I'm not minimizing it, but I'm not saying. But what you're saying is Frank Kaminsky showed out today, and like he did something. Like he did it against some nobodies, bro.
Yeah, he did against nobodies, bro.
We're not talking about the win. We talk about Frank Kaminsky. We not down. Okay. I'm not down. I take all wins. You know that already. I don't care.
Hey,
if they got to come out there with one dude and we beat, I don't care.
Hey, all I'll say is we did something different tonight offensively. It looks like even if it's just a start and we did it against Charlotte. Hey, remember I said it first. I said it first.
I see you throwing a shot right there, Ticket. I see you throwing.
What you talking about?
You throwing a shot right there when you say we did something different as a team, huh?
No, I'm actually like I'm giving credit to Matt. I ain't throwing a shot at Matt.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
I'm giving because
I thought you tried to say Nate made it happen tonight.
Please don't do that.
That's what I'm.
No, I mean you got to give.
Don't ruin it. We in a good mood. Don't ruin it.
Hey, I'm just not in the business of we maximize his failures and then minimize when he does something right. I'm not a fan of that. You got to call a spade, is what I'm saying.
I'm happy we won. All I'm saying is we just can't go out there and, you know what I'm saying, like make up stuff that he did that he didn't do.
What?
We won, but that
did he not switch Bogey and AJ tonight?
I mean, yeah, that deserves credit.
Cause y'all's main thing with him is his rotations.
And Matt don't even want to.
I got a lot more beef than the rotation. I got a lot more.
I'm saying that's the main. That's the number one thing that people like criticize Nate about is the rotation.
My thing is his strategy. That's what I.
There we go. Offensive game plan is my thing. Yeah. Offensive game plan.
Strategy is way out of whack. But I mean, I give him credit for putting Bogey in the lineup. I give him credit for keeping Trey on the bench, I guess. So when they made that run in the fourth quarter to get the lead back expanded.
Do we want Aaron Holiday playing over Bogey? I just want to make sure I'm not bugging. Anybody want Aaron Holiday or Justin Holiday in over Bogey?
Really?
Hell no.
Aaron, they don't even play the same position, I don't think.
But I mean, they can play the two. At least both of them can play the two.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it, Gerald. Like, if I gotta search for things to give him credit for, I mean, that's really it.
Hey, y'all. Hey, just real quick. Hey, D, I got to get out of here, man, because Knicks fan. We playing a rival tonight. We playing Chicago.
Okay.
And,
I got it.
Where y'all playing? Y'all playing in the Garden or in Chicago?
No, we playing in Chicago. But we putting that thing on them for the second night in a row. So I'm gonna get out of here and go.
All right, Freezy.
But D, listen, man, we feel like you part of our crew, bro. You know what I'm saying? So So if you ever doing something, or if you need like some Nets contributors, or railing them for the Mavs, or some Knicks fan or something to come through, holler at us, because we're gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? When one of us play the Hawks to get your expert opinion on that, man, and try to spread some love. But what I did, first of all, before I left, I told everybody I was coming over here to holler at you, and I advised them to come over here and check out your stuff. Subscribe to the channel. When I got here, the first thing I did was hit the like button.
Appreciate
and what I'm gonna do is advise everybody, when y'all come in the door, put a little something in that collection plate. Y'all hit that like button, man. Support your mans. Help them grow. You know what I'm saying? Help them grow, all that stuff. You still ain't sent me your email, bro.
Oh, my bad, man. I'm gonna tap in with you.
Man, you been in the garage.
Yep.
That's why. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tap in with you though. I got you.
All right. No doubt. I'm gonna get out of here. Congratulations on the win tonight, man. And keep doing your thing, bro. Big fan.
I appreciate you.
Freddie.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question, Damon.
What's up?
We just said don't put too much into this, right?
Right.
But why the fuck Jalen Johnson got 4 points and 5 rebounds in 21 minutes?
What you mean? Why he got it?
What?
I'm asking Matt.
I'm
saying if the degree of difficulty was so low tonight, why the hell Jalen Johnson got 4 points and 5 rebounds?
He kind of mid right now. He like 20. He kind of mid.
Matt,
I love JJ.
What was it?
Well, I would say, I think it has a lot to do with his utilization. I mean, to have him stand in the corner most of the game, have him stand in the corner and shoot threes, or maybe he might float to the top of the key and shoot a three. I mean, that's not really utilizing him best. Since you're talking about Frank and his ability to pass at the top of the key and dribble handoffs, whatever you saw this stuff that they were doing, you can utilize JJ in that same role, and that's getting the best out of him as opposed to.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you'll get that out of him in the half court like you can with Frank. Because JJ can't shoot. You just play off of JJ, and JJ ain't got no choice but to shoot or drive the ball.
I mean, he ain't Clint Capella out there, though. He ain't Clint Capella out there. He ain't Clint Capella out there.
No, I'm saying, but when JJ's in the second unit, Capella ain't gonna be out there with him.
No,
I'm saying if you have JJ do what Kaminsky did tonight, I'm saying if we not in transition, JJ can't do it because he can't shoot.
I won't say Frank is the greatest shooter. I mean,
Frank is capable,
Yeah, you just need to be capable. Right now, JJ not even capable. His stat line's kind of been shut. My boy James just said he kind of mid, right?
No, he kind of mid. Like, I love JJ, man, but the jumper, like, he got potential to be a jump shooter, but right now he ain't there. I give him another year or two. I think he.
Travis said dribble, pass, shoot.
Yeah,
JJ ain't shooting.
But yeah, I mean, but that's
a Travis.
Hey, you're right.
John Collins.
You're right. I can't say
that.
To
be able to shoot. It took John Collins 2 years to be
Bro,
able to
I'm
shoot.
not. I can't get JJ. Got to stay on the court for me, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
I need him on the court, man.
It's not a real conversation.
If he gonna stay on the court, I need more than 4 points and 5 rebounds.
Well,
he's basically a rookie, man. He didn't get no game time last year because Nate. So he basically a rookie out there. He didn't play a lot in college, but he is, he's getting better every game.
And he don't really get featured in nothing, man. So I mean,
they don't put the ball in his fucking hands at all. They just have him stand in the corner, like Mike said, shooting threes as if he bogey. That's bad coaching.
That ain't got nothing to do with 5 rebounds.
Nah, you're right about that. But he did have that 10 rebound game. He did show that he can rebound the ball a couple times.
I'm talking about tonight because y'all said the level of difficulty was so low.
But Gerald, if he's standing in the corner
Gerald.
for 3 or at the top of the key, how you gonna get rebounds?
Gerald over here. Gerald trolling, bro.
In the corner, if he's standing in the corner,
how he standing in the corner on defense? He's standing in the corner on defense.
Oh, defense. He have to.
I'm just saying rebounds. Period. You can get rebounds anyway, offensively or defensively. How you have 5? If the level of difficulty was so low.
Look at his per 36, Damon. Look at the per 36 for me, bro.
Where he at?
Yeah, I just think he's not. I just don't think he's being. I just don't think he's being utilized.
He played 21 minutes. He had 5 rebounds. He had 2 blocks. There you go. You ain't giving no credit for that.
He had 4 points,
and he was
no assists.
And he was still a +9. No assists. You said that like he's supposed to handle the ball. He don't
get the ball.
When did he have the ball to get assists?
What?
Right.
On them rebounds, he could have pushed the ball up the court in transition.
Not with Trey out there. Not with Bogey and Trey out there.
He was out there with the second unit a lot.
Man,
Bogey on the second unit.
Bro, Gerald trolling.
No, Bogey started tonight.
No,
damn, he started tonight.
Yeah, AJ came off the bench.
Bogey started.
AJ came off the bench.
Yeah, he sure did.
When was JJ pushing the ball in transition to get assists?
No, I'm saying he could have once he got the rebounds. It's up to he can pass the ball, he can push it. It's up to him. He got the ball in his hand.
What's good, Juan? What's popping with you, G?
What's up, Juan?
What's up, man? What's up, fella? What's up?
What's going on?
Just happy we got a damn win. Shit.
Yeah, man. I looked at it. I was like, I thought we were gonna trick the game off in the third quarter. To be honest with you, when they came back, when they went on what they say, they went on a 24-3 run.
Yeah, that shit to 2. I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's like this continuation from the second quarter. I was like, damn, we done went to halftime. They still putting buckets up on us, and we got a basket. But anyway, man, Trey and Bogey saved us tonight. I won't give Ticket a little credit about Kaminsky. I saw something different in Kaminsky. The reason why the dude don't play because he's slow-footed. He's a sloth. Can't play perimeter defense. He's not very good challenging at the rim, man. But he is a very good offensive option that you can utilize in a different different scheme. If Nate knew how to drew up different schemes, you know what I mean? He tried something different. It worked. Kaminsky had like 13, 14 points, 5 rebounds. He was challenging at the rim at the end. So I think he did pretty well. I do want to say something because we ain't touched on it yet. Okongwu has been stretching the floor. I don't know why we don't give him more confidence to do that. He hit like 3 mid-range jumpers this game.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And you notice most of his jumpers are right there at the top. Yeah, at the top of the
Juan, I need a double-double out of him, though.
I do need a double-double. He was getting
7-7 ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, Nick Richards, bro, and what's his name? What's the center they have for them? Not Pollard. What's his name? Plumlee, bro. Come on, bro. Like Plumlee's so goofy, man. And we just sitting there just let him do whatever he want to do to us, man. But Okongwu, he said he was gonna come back this season with a jump shot after we lost last year. He actually does have a jump shot, and he's not afraid to shoot it. When he does get to shoot it, and when he's like he don't defer, the dude can actually make it. He made 3 of them tonight. Keep shooting that thing, man. That spreads the floor. That gives us another look. But again, it's on Nate to be able to incorporate that, man, because he always want to have him do pick and roll, go down to the post at 6'8", and he can't do that, man. So let him shoot jumpers and spread the floor out.
He can't post up either.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So let him do that. JJ, back to what Tiki was saying, man, bro, are we going to talk about how finesse he is and how he keep getting his shit blocked at the rim? Bro, you are 6'9". You can windmill. You can windmill and transition.
What the level of difficulty being so low tonight?
But hold on, but Gerald.
Jamal said the same thing in the chat. Jamal was like, man, I'm done with this dude, man. He said he's so soft. I was like, golly, bro.
I said he's soft as newborn baby shit, man. Like, this dude goes straight to the rim and afraid to dunk the ball, bro. I'm like, you are 6'9" and can jump over the backboard, but you don't do it. What are you afraid of? But then to come back to his athleticism, he had like 2 steals and 3 blocks. You know what I mean? So I don't get JJ, man. He can't shoot. We know that. But he can attack the rim. But when he does attack the rim, he's timid and he goes up. So I don't know, man. I thought Trey played better tonight. You know what I mean? He had some stupid turnovers. One of them turnovers, like he was looking for Kaminsky down the lane. And what's his name came up and stepped up and they threw an outlet pass to old boy for a dunk. I was like, that was a stupid turnover. But overall, he played a better control game. The Charlotte announcers was talking about Bogey. It was like, this dude can't miss. Because it was at one point Bogey was coming off everything. Curl, screen, spot up, whatever you wanted him to do. That boy was in his bag for like a quarter and a half, just hit every difficult shot you can take, bro.
Bro, he was
who was setting them screens, Juan?
I don't remember.
It was Kaminsky.
Like he was coming off some backdoor curls, man. He was like, and Bogey was like, he was just like a smooth operator, bro. Like Sade, smooth operator. You know what I mean? That boy was out there.
He was letting it go.
But yeah, man,
I ain't gonna lie. We needed this. We needed this win, dog.
We did.
We needed.
We did.
Hey,
lost this.
Hey, all trolling aside, I do got a question. Hey, what it gonna take to get what's that boy name? The rebounder guy from Charlotte. What's his name?
Nick Richards, bro.
Hey, what it gonna take to get him, bro? What we giving up?
I'm tired of getting killed by him, Nick. He destroyed.
Bro, what it gonna take, bro? He need to break his ass to the A. We can show him a good time at Magic City, give him some wings, have Lou Will, give him some of his. We need to go get him.
Bro, he's like a rebounding machine, bro. Like if you need 15, 20 minutes off the bench and you need somebody to give you 10 and 5 or 10 and 7, he's that guy. Because I was talking to Chauncey, and I was like, he don't do this to everybody, but I was like, against us, he just demolished us because we have no size inside. And every time he gets a double on us, every single time, man.
They say he got the highest, the second highest rebounding efficiency in the NBA per 48 minutes or something like that.
Because he's always around the rim, man. Like he's a big body. He's a big body. What, he's like 6'10", 6'11"?
That boy, we need him. Jamal, you'll take him?
Yep. I mean, because we need him, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Thank God we ran into the Charlotte team, because right now we running around here, man, like a goddamn wounded animal. You know,
we in survival mode right now,
bro.
Y'all seen Nate in the third quarter sweating it out. I know y'all seen Nate on the third quarter.
A decent team,
man. I was surprised he moved.
Bro, Nate was looking like he was about to shit his pants. I was like,
bro, a decent team, bro. Let me tell you something.
He was about to deliver some ass whooping. That would it look like.
We didn't win. He wasn't gonna make it off that plane when we got back.
I thought Nate wasn't gonna make it to the New Year messing around tonight. I was like, damn.
But when you go down that much, it's hard to keep that up. Like, even when you come back, it's hard to keep that up for another quarter and a half. I mean, we ran into that when we almost walked down. Well, not as close as Charlotte did us, but we almost walked down Orlando, and we just couldn't get over the hump. We couldn't get it under 7. And that should take a lot of energy.
You ain't lying about it.
We felt that. We just look. When you give a 50 points in the first quarter, that do something to you mentally too, man. You like, God, it's almost like you already lost the game because it's such a big deficit. But like you said, we walked them down, but we just couldn't get over that.
Hey, I got something for you. I got something for you, and I don't have the numbers for the last 6 quarters we played. You know what I mean? Does it seem like this team at times, I'm not saying every time, at times feel like, you know what I mean, or we've seen where they could just turn it up offensively and defensively, like for less small stretches. And then next thing you know, we down 25, 28 to the Magic, and then we come back and we down like 10. Because I see little spurts from the Hawks sometimes, like when they really engage, they can play great basketball, but then they get disengaged again, or Nate do something, bringing in another person to stop the momentum of the flow. And then next thing you know, we go into a terrible 3 to 5 minute stretch.
I agree. That's that spurt ability. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah,
we got it, but the problem is we don't have a legit vet that can keep everybody engaged. Over the long haul. To sustain it.
Now,
every team gonna make a run.
Can we not say that same thing about Joe Johnson, Josh Smith, Marvin Williams, Al Horford? Like, that's the same thing we've been talking about for 15 years, it feels like to me. We can kind of keep up here the spurt ability, right? You know, in spurts, we look like we can compete with the LeBron James, Cleveland, and Miami Heat in spurts. You know, maybe grab a number one seed, undefeated January. But we've been saying that same thing about the Hawks. I've been saying that since I was 15 years old.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
12, 13 years old.
I think like we've never had, even with those teams, that Joe Johnson team might have been the most consistent. Because I think that was a 10-year run where they made the playoffs every year.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Joe never had a real legit number two neither.
He never did.
Yep. Like Jay Smooth, man, come on, Jay Smooth.
Al Horford was his number two.
I can't even say that with a straight face.
Al Horford, but Al Horford was averaging like 13, 14, and 9, man. It wasn't until like Al Horford was the alpha, and then we got Jeff Teague and Corver and Paul Millsap, and then he went up to like 18 and 8, you know what I mean? So Al Horford right now, Al Horford is still playing in the league because one, he's very smart. He's incredibly smart, man. Two, he's he's 6'9", but he can still guard the perimeter. It's like he's out right now. But if you watch some of Boston's games in November, early November, or whatnot, watch the dude on the perimeter, man. Like he's a really good defender, and he's very smart, and he knows when to take his shots. Like if he was on the team, like I would take him back right now, this team as a vet, and also like to help us out with controlling the offense and defense, because he would be a legit vet presence in here, man. But he wants too much damn money. I still think he can like 25, 30 million right now. On that,
they just extended him.
That man made him some money in the NBA.
Yeah, he did. He didn't make some money in 7 years.
He done got three good contracts.
Yep, man. Because when he went to OKC, Boston bought him out of OKC. He just sitting on the bench in OKC. They didn't even know how to use him, man. Bro, craziness.
That's when they had Canner and all them.
I'm like you, Juan. I'll take Al Horford right now on this team. Right
now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. He stretched the floor. He can set the defensive tone. He calls out. He could be, come in for Clint sometimes. He could play the power forward. He could play center. The dude just went to the NBA Finals and against the Bucks had 35 points against Giannis. Hit every single 3-point he could, and like game 2, literally carried him in that game to win that game.
Bammed on Giannis too.
Yeah, he bammed on Giannis, man. So I mean, he could still come here and put up 10 and 5 off the bench, bro.
Take him. I'll be honest with you. I'll take him right now, though, and he'll be my starting power forward. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Even when John come back,
if Al Horford told me he could give me 25 minutes, I'll start him.
He's gonna give you 25. He'll give you 25. He'll give you 30 minutes.
I'll start him because
I think he played like. What he playing like 22 last year?
Look at his shooting numbers, man. You want a four that can stretch the floor. You want to play small ball, put him at the 5, and he can still stretch the floor. Like, come on, man.
Get that part.
Matt ain't trying to hear that, because then there ain't gonna be no room for Kongu. Matt ain't trying to hear that.
I mean, I don't know.
Matt over here budget balling, man.
I feel like you don't.
Matt trying to win backwards. Matt trying to dumpster.
You don't go backwards in life. You go forward.
Nah, Matt want to win. Matt want to win his way.
You go forward. Yep. Like Nate want to win his way. I'm stubborn like Nate. I want to win my way.
Bruh. Matt, how you want to win?
Hey, I respect that, Matt. I respect that,
Matt wants us to win. He wants us to look like Golden State. That's what he wants.
Bro, I'm not saying Horford to take us to the championship, but he definitely gonna give it that veteran presence and leadership that's in there.
And Trey ain't gonna try him either.
No, he's definitely gonna give you that, man.
Fair, yeah.
So I want to ask.
His sister just get on my damn nerve.
I wish she'd just shut up and just put a picture up there.
I couldn't stand that damn sister.
She pretty though.
I don't give a damn about that shit.
As long as she just stand there with your mouth closed.
I got that at the house. I don't give a damn.
You got what at the house?
Bro. No, you said she pretty. You said she pretty. I said I don't give a damn about that. I got that at the house. I'm talking to my wife. So that shit don't phase. In other words, that shit don't phase me. She need to shut up.
No, you need more pretty. That means more plethora, more.
Plethora.
Many. Like a true king. No, I'm bullshitting.
He talking about concubine. I ain't built like that, bro.
Hey, bro, what's the verdict on Trent Forrest, bro? I watched this dude defer so many times tonight. He had like a couple wide open threes. He's like, no, Trent, you take it.
Hey, you know,
why you do that to my blood pressure, bro?
Hey,
why you do that to my blood pressure?
Hey, you know, Trey got in his ear before the game. Hey, bro,
bro.
Pass it to me, dog.
Bro. Yeah.
Hey, I don't even know how he shoots from the. I don't even know his shooting like style. I don't know how he shoots.
It ain't good.
But he had 6, 6, and 5, like going like midway through the third quarter. Like I thought he was gonna be a dark horse for a triple double watch, but I think Nate took him out. He didn't get back in.
Dark horse.
He got that Aaron Holiday in him sometimes though. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like
Holiday played well tonight.
Oh yeah, but the thing was, but Forrest need more reps. Well, that's the thing. Aaron Holiday is a vet.
Forrest better enjoy it while he can, because I'm telling you, once everybody come back,
back to the G League.
So how long y'all think it's gonna take Nate to integrate all these healthy players back in? Because I think it's gonna be another 20 games.
Collins should be back. What? Tuesday? Wednesday?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Collins coming back. You know what I mean?
But we still have not played one game with everybody healthy the whole season.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, you're right.
We haven't.
Because Bogey been out the whole year.
Yeah, he just came back.
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna take a minute for Nate to integrate everybody. He's gonna say, "Well,
will Nate be able to integrate everybody?"
What's gonna take a minute? John go come back.
I think he'll be able. I think he'll be able to integrate.
I said, "What you mean integrate? They're gonna come back and go back to regular rotation."
No, I'm saying he's gonna have to.
He's talking about the offense.
He got the defense too. He got more to juggle now.
Bro, everybody who wasn't playing before not gonna play when everybody come back.
He Forrest might not be getting no burn no more, bro.
Trent Forrest ain't coming back, man. That's a wrap.
Huh?
Trent better be living it up. Hey, remember that song by Ja Rule? You been living it up. Hey, he better live it up while he can. What you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, little engine that could. That's what I thought.
Hold up, man. Hold up, bro.
Oh, okay.
Are y'all seriously thinking like some of these dudes finna play for real?
No, I know they're not going.
No, the only person I would say, only person. No, there's only one person.
Because you said Frank, and I'm telling you, once everybody come back, Frank.
He the only one. He the only one got a legit possibility.
When everybody come back, he's gonna be on that.
Because we don't have any bigs.
Yeah, Aaron Holiday don't need to play.
And he still won't play. When Okongwu and Clint was here, he still won't play, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, Frank, that's old. Hey, Gerald, you might as well go back.
I said he could go to the fold. And if JJ bullshitting, I don't see why Kaminsky can't go in there for a little minute.
Hey, I tell you, who's out of rotation.
JJ right.
Justin Holiday is completely out of rotation right now.
Yeah, he out of there.
Thank God.
He's completely out of the rotation.
Hey, y'all got to give Nate credit for that.
Why you giving him credit for Amish? You give him credit for
no.
Go to bed. Like you give him credit for the
man. Travis probably told him if he don't play Griffin, he gonna fire his ass.
That's a coaching decision.
You ain't gonna get credit for that.
I'm just saying. It's raining outside. Let me grab an umbrella. Like he don't get credit for the simple stuff. Like
Matt, when he dyed his hair red, that means he was dead. When he dyed his hair red, that means he was dead. Dead to the NBA, dead to this rotation.
Man, look like that. Look like a Satan Cisco.
He get paid.
He been terrible. The first couple games after that, it's been downhill, bro. He been terrible.
Hey, you remember the Bucks game we had early in the year when we was in Milwaukee? He hit 10 straight points. That was like his highlight of the whole year so far.
Bro.
It was.
Yeah,
that was it. He kept us in the game. I was like, all right, Justin doing something. Ever since then, that boy been straight dumpster juice, bro.
Trash, bro.
None.
Garbage. And then it make it just worse that he dyed his hair, so the shots work. It's like the shots look worse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Travis, go ahead. Yeah, that's my bad. I know I made a mistake on that. Go ahead and look in the package to get him up out of here, bro.
He created
another team gotta want him.
Yeah, damn.
And that's what I think. Forrest is auditioning for that. That's what I think.
Oh yeah,
I think Forrest is auditioning for other teams right now.
We need to call up LA for that 2029 pick. Call up LA for that 2029 pick. I need that.
I ain't done that pick.
Bro, you know Kuzma's like the hottest commodity right now, bro.
His user rate too high though.
He's like the hottest commodity, man. He got the Lakers, you got us, you got the who is it? Sacramento, you got Phoenix, everybody in on Kuzma. That boy averaging 21 and 9 right now.
They say he playing defense too, Juan.
Another thing. Hey, I ain't know the Bucks had Joe Ingles.
I think he out with that injury, right?
Bench. Yeah, he was on.
He come back this weekend, I think.
Whoa, no, he come back tonight.
Oh, okay. I knew it was sometime soon. Yeah.
They say he come back tonight.
That boy Jingles in the house.
I mean, I ain't stressing him. He can shoot.
That boy Jingles in the house.
Bro, Joe Ingles slick nice. He's slick.
Yeah,
nice.
Jing, man, he had a nice run.
Bro, Milwaukee hit a lick with him.
They signed him for the cheap too, remember? Because they got him when he was injured. I think he was coming for like an ACL or MCL or something like that.
Yeah, it was ACL.
They got him for
ACL.
Like, we'll let you rehabilitate, and then you come back when it's time for the stretch run. That boy's smart, man. Milwaukee always doing the right thing, bro. They always doing the right thing, man.
So power forward is still the position. Y'all think we should upgrade it at the deadline? Well, I think they're gonna do something before the deadline.
We need a backup big more than a power forward. We need a backup
big. We need somebody that's at least 6'10" or taller, bro. 6'10".
Max, power forward better than John is available.
The 7 rebounds ain't gonna cut it. We need at least 10 out of the center.
Yeah, man.
Do we trade John to get a better power forward? Are we at that point?
Hey,
I don't even think we need to. I don't think we don't have to get another power forward. What we need is we need a backup big. We need a backup point guard.
Point guard, very bad. Very bad.
Clear. Yeah.
We need them too. Maybe one more shooter. You can never have too many shooters.
Does the big need to be a shooter or a rebounder?
He probably got to be. He probably need to be a rebounder. He need to bang the board.
But where is he gonna play though?
So what?
Matt.
Where's he gonna play?
Matt.
Okongwu gonna have to go to the fold, bro.
No.
He's not a fold.
Bro, check this out. Somebody's leaving in this scenario. It's gonna be Clint, JJ, John, or Okongwu. At least 2 of them gone. We want to upgrade to a position where y'all say we get somebody that's
it's gonna be JJ and John.
At least 2 of those gone.
We got to keep one of them too.
We know Clint ain't going nowhere.
They've been trying to get
Clint ain't going
for a year.
Collins, the main one that's in the headlines, but he's been like that for 3 years.
They've been trying to get off Collins and Capella for the last year.
Ain't nobody said nothing about Clint.
They just gave Clint more money, didn't they? They just extended him.
And Russell regretted too. Yeah, he got the extension. Yeah, he got the extension year before last. Yep.
Yeah.
It was just a bad. It wasn't. I get why he did it. He just did it at the wrong time. He should have did it.
Yeah.
Like the week after the season, he shouldn't have waited to training camp.
He did.
You could trade him last year.
I don't think that. I think if you put Clint somewhere else, I don't know if he's a starter on a like legit playoff team.
I do. Brooklyn.
But you could get a lot back for Clint.
No, he'll damn. The way they don't play you think we don't play defense sometimes? They damn sure don't play no. Damn, Capella be out there like Tim Howard.
Brooklyn don't even have a center, bro. You know what I mean? And they right now they number 4th in the league and 4th in the East. If they get,
and they're starting.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen because Ben Simmons been playing center, and Ben Simmons, where he has the height to be play that position. That's not his position, man. He's to get the ball and push it out of transition.
Clint mess around. Clint get hurt the first game because he had to recover for everybody. At least with us, he just got to recover for Trey sometimes. Man, Lord, no.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Ain't nobody playing Brooklyn out there.
Brooklyn is a team I could see him if we went somewhere like that.
Who we gonna get back for him though?
We got to get Claxton back, don't we? We got to get Claxton back.
Joe Harris. I know they're trying to move Joe Harris. I don't want Joe Harris.
But they said
the Hawks already said they don't want his contract.
Yeah, that's a hefty contract.
I'll take Curry.
$67 million 2 years ago. Yeah,
Ooh, I would trade Curry. Can we get him Aaron Holiday if we getting Curry back?
I get Curry.
They ain't gonna do that.
Bro, Curry.
Hold on. You would give up Clint. Hold up. You would give up Clint for Steph?
No. He's
Not
just
a
saying
1-for-1.
If we get Curry,
Oh.
we can get Curry in some situation.
Yeah, not 1-for-1.
Curry, what he making 10, 12 mil a year?
Curry. Yeah. Hell no, I train Cliff for no damn Curry. No. Hell no.
Claxton and Curry.
I would do that all day.
Yeah, maybe that would work. I like that.
That's a salary dump though.
Is Claxton more of a how durable is Claxton? I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all.
He injured right now.
I mean, he get hurt sometimes.
He been hurt.
Is he more durable than Capella? Or Capella kind of. I mean, Capella ain't had since he came back from the foot. I don't think he's had anything like extensive. What's wrong with Claxton right now?
Calf, ain't it? Calf injury?
No, that's Clint. I mean, Claxton. What's wrong with him?
Oh, Claxton, my bad.
I think it's his ankle. I'll look. I think it's his ankle.
Oh, so that's at least 2 weeks, just like John. Okay, that's just a regular injury. Okay.
Nick Claxton, he lighting the ass though. You talking about another John Collins, just 2 inches taller, bro? He 220.
Yeah.
But
he light.
But he could.
Can he do the same thing that Clint do? Can he do the same thing Clint do?
I don't think he can.
You think he get 15 rebounds?
I think no. I mean, he's not as good as a rebounder as Clint, but the stuff that Kaminsky does that you like from Kaminsky, he kind of can do that. The dribble, pass, and somewhat shoot thing.
He can't shoot.
No, I said somewhat shoot.
Oh, he came back tonight.
Oh
no, I'm sorry. He came back. He came back December 13th. He had 15 and 10 tonight.
Boom.
Okay.
Claxton against Toronto. He dominated Toronto. He had 15 and 10 tonight.
Yeah.
That's what
he'll give you like 18, 19 rebounds.
He averaged you 12 and 9 though. He averaged 12 and 9.
Yeah.
Wow, that ain't bad.
I probably need.
So what up?
I wouldn't take it for Clint 1-for-1. No, I wouldn't do that.
I can't do that, bro. No. It has to be a package deal. It got to be like what's his name? Curry. It got to be Nick Claxton, and you got to probably throw in some cash and a draft pick or something there. But
they're gonna have to send us Joe Harris too, and they're gonna have to pay the contract.
Yeah, exactly.
They ain't gonna do that.
I know.
I mean, Nick Claxton, like, for that offense, the way Brooklyn play, because they play a lot, they perimeter oriented like us, so they have two of the best perimeter shooters in basketball and perimeter oriented players in basketball. That's why it works to their advantage. But if Nick Claxton came here, man, like, you know, that offense involved a lot of him moving around, a lot of him setting screens, a lot of him getting putbacks, a lot of them pushing the ball. We don't do some of those same things that Brooklyn do, man. And he's been involved in a lot of pick and roll.
Different.
A lot of pick and roll, bro.
But Juan, we know they don't borrow time, so
man.
But
we really, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Until I hear what all y'all saying, but until we iron out what we got on this bench right now, when you guys come back from injury, because we still don't know what we are as a team as a whole. But here it is. Like I was watching Damon do his live earlier today. Like, you know, we a 500 team right now, but is that really what we are? Because we remember the year we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, we was at the same point, and then like I said, we
was below 500.
Even more so. So, I mean, we got to figure out what we got on this roster because, you know, dudes that got paid contract, you know, so now we talking about deconstructing what we thought we built up, you know, and making a run. So, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what are we? You know,
Mo,
what is
we
still so many question marks.
Mo, we are still small. Like when we go in the playoffs, that's evident. Like we can make 0 transactions right now. We still going to the playoffs. If we get in there, we still going in there with a 6'10" center.
You right.
And we have a 6'9", 6'8" backup center, and we have a 6'9", 2 year 4. Yeah. Go ahead.
That should have been a wake up call. The play in against Cleveland should have been a wake up call because
exactly.
So we had to scratch claw and fight to get that win, and that was without Capella. Remember, because Capella going,
he got hurt
now ain't looking too good to hold up. So I don't want to go into a 7-game series or even a play-in undersized more so than we already are.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
I'm still right now. I'm at the point now. I'm thinking Travis got some work to do because not only do we, you know, we talking about like, you know, what's going to happen with Nate McMillan and talking about again the John Collins trade rumors, but even without that, we still, if you talking about, you know, being in the mix, we still have to make a move anyway to be able to stand, be on par with the rest of the teams in the East.
Yep.
Come trade that, because I don't see us being able to hang. Bobby Portis alone be bodying us against,
Bobby Portis is 6'11", 250, bro. He bigger than everybody on our team.
So are y'all?
He on the bench.
So do y'all think that
they big
y'all
Bobby?
think
Exactly.
Travis? So y'all think Travis should change his philosophy about that, because he said, I think it was
his philosophy will not win us a championship. I put it like that, man.
No,
because everybody in the East is too big.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, because I've been trying to hop on this thing for a minute. My dumb ass has realized I had to get the YouTube app to get on here. But I've been peeping y'all conversation on this, and my issue right now, I was thinking about it today. I don't think any of y'all pointed out what Travis did at the beginning in the all season, which was kind of his move. So we all know Nate McMillan is seen as a defensive guy, and that's all we talk. We don't talk about no X's and O's. We just say, "Oh, Nate McMillan's a defensive guy." That's what he's known for. When you hear people mention his name, they never say nothing about X's and O's. They say he's a defensive guy. He played in Seattle with Gary Payton. That's all they say, right?
Yep. So
I'm looking at it, and I was thinking back the same thing with Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson came when he was here in 2004. He's a defensive guy. He was on Larry Brown's bench, and he got a ring with Larry Brown. But I'm thinking, I was like, what did Mike Woodson do when he was here? We were known for ISO Joe when he was here. But outside of that, Mike Woodson, I mean, honestly, what can you tell me Mike Woodson brought as a coach to help us?
I think I ain't gonna say that because
with Nate McMillan is kind of the same thing. So we the year we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, it was really Lloyd Pierce's system, but Nate was kind of just basically like holding the reins after we let Lloyd Pierce go. Then when he came back next year, we was excited because we was like, yo, look what Nate McMillan can do in half a season. What can he do in a full season?
Yeah.
Well, one of y'all pointed out we regressed. I forgot which one of y'all it was. Matt, it might have been you or analysts. We went backwards when what we were doing with Nate McMillan. So it's almost deconstructing what we built up. Now all of a sudden you got Cam on the lead, because there's no way. I was thinking there's no way in hell the roster we had after that Eastern Conference Finals run, we should have been trending upward after that. We should not have fallen back the way we did. There's no way in hell that should have happened. Not with a team that was supposed to be in ascension, not descension. So I looked at what Travis did this year, and to me it was right on the wall. So in a minute now, because DeMar brought it up. If we fire Nate, then Trey gets to label us coach killer. Then it's like, because I had somebody at work.
I said that in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Somebody at work came up to me and told me the same thing before it crossed my mind. He was like, yo, what's up with your boy Trey? He was like, that's two coaches. You mean to tell me it's all the coaches and not on Trey? So I'm looking at this thing, and I see we brought in what's the little dude, the little short cat we brought in. It was supposed to be the defensive guru.
Who you talking about?
Marty?
No,
the coach we brought in.
Nick Van Exel.
We brought him on.
Is it Nick Van Exel?
Player coach.
Nick Van Exel, ain't it?
No, not Van Exel. I was
like, hell, he ain't playing no defense.
You talk about Lombardi something?
Yeah, that cat. Yeah,
I know you're talking about. Yeah, Lombardi.
So this is my thing. Looking at the right on the wall. If you got a coach that's supposedly known for defense, why do you bring in a defensive coordinator?
To help him.
But why does he help them?
What if you the head coach and you the defensive coordinator? That's a lot. That's a lot to have to do, because you just being the head coach itself, it's a lot of admin shit that you got to do that take you.
If you're a defensive coach, you have philosophy, then you shouldn't need a defensive coordinator, because that should be the backbone of what you do. So you shouldn't even need no help with that. That should be it.
Right.
Nah, yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you do.
Bud was a defensive guy, right? But he
Bud was an offensive guy, I thought.
No, Bud was a defensive guy, but he also had the mastermind to be able to create offensive schemes, because he came out of Popovich coaching tree.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody
Exactly.
got some background noise that's scratching.
What I'm looking at Nate McMillan is if he, so we know he has no offensive skill set when it comes to drawing up plays. But that means that, so basically tell me what he is that he does, because if you're the defensive coordinator, if you don't have a forte in something that you excel at least excel at something. So to me, I feel like,
oh yeah. You got some kind of identity. That's true.
Yeah.
But don't he got Joe
because
Prunty?
I feel like
Ain't Joe
I'm
Prunty
not
the
getting
offensive guy?
what's
Yeah,
up?
Prunty is the offensive guy, but Nate, like, to me, his biggest value is his biggest value for the Eastern Conference Finals run to me was he got guys motivated to play. He was the rah guy.
Yeah.
But like we're past that now. We need a guy who can strategize, and he's not that. So like what is his value? I ask that all the time. Like
So here's my counter. I feel like you only as strong as your staff. Which if his staff is not good enough, that's still on him because he hired the staff. So I can't use that as an excuse for him. But if Nate gotta take the blame for, whatever the shortcomings are out of timeouts and stuff like that, then he either need to replace some of them coaches he got, or he
like
need
his
to hold
son,
them accountable a little bit more, huh?
like his son.
His son, I mean, if our offense is stacked, anything that happens on the court, the first thing we're gonna say is coach, because I mean he the head of all of it. But the assistant coaches gotta wear a little bit of that as well.
Hey, Ticket and Matt for
Yeah.
all y'all. Hey man, as you look around the league and look at where it's going, and we talk about length and we talk about perimeter shooting as being like the forefronts of building good contending teams. Two things that stand out to me about the Hawks that we're not very good at, and just like we're talking about right now, is having a experienced coaching staff and a good developmental staff. Because I feel like if you have both of those two things working hand in hand, it can help overcome some of your head coach deficiencies. You know what I mean? Because right now, if you look at the Atlanta Hawks assistant coaching staff, is there anybody on there that you would say, hey, this man is deserving of a head coach position?
I agree with that perfectly, because if you look at even with Doc, like Matt, he hate Doc. But when he won in 08, hell, Tibbs was his DC.
His assistant, yeah, exactly.
So you have no matter how good the head coach is, the assistant coaches on the staff is really who wins the championships.
Yeah.
The head coach don't do it. He don't do it on his own.
And I got my second point with the developmental, development of the players. Yes, it is on your professional players. It is your job to go out in the summer and get better and work on things. You look at film, you look at tape, like, hey, I messed up. I did a lot of this bad in the season. I need to work on this. And the whole thing is, and the NBA talks is, you want to try to work on one or two things that you were deficient in last year and try to bring that in, whether it's on the defensive and offensive side. So I'm not a good perimeter player. Let me work on moving my feet a little bit better, understanding screens, picking passing lanes. And then, and depending on what the team wants you to develop at. All right, I come post up. I'm 6'8", 235, but I can't post up anybody. Let me get my ass in the post and develop one or two post moves. You know what I mean? Just saying hypothetically. I feel like we struggle in that department as far as development and like giving these guys the things like the development stuff. Like, hey, John, like, brother, this is where you're struggling at. You need to work on these things in the off season. We got coaches available to help you out. You do with your own coaching, your own personnel that you work with. But we need you to work on these things in the off season. I think we struggle developmentally and as a coaching staff collectively. And then when you try to look at Nate and say, oh, it's Nate, a lot of it's Nate's fault, which he is because he's the top of the food chain. Like, that's going to continue to have us like as a just an average team, man. And the better teams, the Phoenixes, the Pelicans right now, the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, hell, you take Ja Morant off Memphis Grizzlies, them boys can still beat your ass, man. Look what they did to Milwaukee the other night, bro. Hey, bro, you mute. There you go.
No. Well, I think
we can't hear him. But yeah, Mo Diamonds was talking, but we couldn't hear him.
He got to take the headphones out, I think.
Yeah. No, well, I agree with you. And I said one of the things like I banged Travis on is not hiring a developmental guy until Kyle Korver this past summer. But Gerald, when you talked about the assistant coaches, okay, if the head coach, the head of the organization on the floor is not creative and is not thinking in that way, of course the assistant coaches is going to implement the coach. You know, like if he's not creative, he's not going to hire creative people, right?
No,
most times.
No, not necessarily. It don't necessarily work like that because this even go off the court in like business. Like the best business owners, they know what they're weak at, and wherever they're weak, they hire people that are experts in those areas to handle that. Now, if your pride, but the key is your pride and ego can't get in the way either.
That's what I'm about to say. Like that's self-awareness, though. But
yeah.
Y'all think Nate McMillan's self-aware? Y'all think Nate's self-aware?
I don't.
I definitely. I know Matt though. Yeah, I know Matt.
I think
no, he's not self-aware.
Yeah.
No.
I don't. I'm not going to give him. He's not self-aware because I don't know him personally. I'm not going to disrespect him like that.
Right. I wasn't trying to disrespect him, but you're right. That's facts.
But at the same time, he's set in his ways. He an older guy, so he old school. He is set in his ways. But I think he is okay with whatever the weaknesses are of his ways. He's been in the league a long time. He's coached a lot longer than some of these other flash in the pants coaches. So maybe
But if I had a job and if I work in a particular industry and I've been fired 4 times in that industry, even if I get that 5th opportunity, and I'm gonna try to, because he's gotten fired 4 times for the same reason: stale offense, uncreative, bad rotations, bad at in-game adjustments. Like he's been fired the same reason 4 different times. I'm going to say that guy probably lacks an ability to ponder on what they said while I got fired and say, maybe I am bad at that. Maybe I need to correct that. Maybe I need to take time off in the summer and study offensive.
I get what you're saying, Matt.
To try to adapt.
I get what you're saying. If you was talking about David Black, where he had a championship, where he actually had bona fide championship talent on his team, and he didn't know what to do with it, that's a different story. That's where you're like, okay, maybe I need to be, a little bit more, do a little bit more self-reflection, if you will. If you was talking about Doc, I would agree with you, because there's been multiple instances where you could argue that Doc has had championship level talent. Nate has not. Nate has never had championship talent.
Not championship talent, Gerald, but he has had talent where he can win a playoff series. I mean, he's won 2. I'm not gonna say that, because if you an 8 seed and you run into LeBron, or you run into one of them killers first, like if you in a 4-5 matchup, that's one thing. Even if you get a 3-6 matchup,
that's more reasonable.
But if you a 7 seed or 8 seed, you probably running into somebody that's favored to probably go to the finals. You can't expect
4-5 2 times in a row.
I just told you. I just told you why. Give me any of those series.
4-5. He got swept twice when he was 4-5 in Indiana. It wasn't 2-8 or 1. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It wasn't 1-8.
Who did he go against? I think we went over this 2 weeks ago.
Who did he run up? Yeah, it was the Pacers.
Yeah. One was against Boston. That was the 4-5.
Where did Boston end up going?
They met LeBron. What did they meet LeBron?
They lost to LeBron in the Eastern Conference in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Was he favored in that series? Has he ever been favored in a series?
I don't know if he's been favored, but I will say a 4-5 series to get swept twice in a row. That's not good.
You know what? I think he was favored when the Hawks were playing Indiana that one year where we had Pero Antic, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, we took that to 6.
That was Frank Vogel. That was Frank Vogel. That wasn't Nate.
Oh man, that was Vogel. Okay.
Hey, I don't think. Here's another thing too, man. When has Nate ever been in like the top 3 of the Eastern Conference as far as wins? Not Eastern and Western Conference, because remember he had that Portland Trailblazer team for 6 years too, man. And that
might have been the best team. That probably was the best team he ever had. And even then, he ran into OKC.
Yeah,
man.
He
ran into Durant and Westbrook and Harden.
Yeah,
but Gerald, but there's other coaches who coach less than talented teams that still figure out a way to win.
The only people
in a 4-5 matchup,
the only teams that beat OKC in those the only team that beat not OKC but Nate and OKC in those matchups, Dirt.
Yeah.
And he won the finals.
Lakers.
The Lakers, they won the finals.
Yep.
So OKC was, they were straight. They were better than who they had way more talent than what Nate had. Your coaching floor is your talent. It don't matter. You can be Phil Jackson, but if you got that New York, I fool with my boy Freezy, but if you got that New York Knicks talent that Phil Jackson brought in when he had Derek Fisher as the head coach, you're not doing nothing with that. That's why he ain't come down to coach, because he knew he didn't have enough talent.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have the talent, Matt. Eventually, like you can do, like your in game adjustment. I'm saying this as a coach. Your in game adjustments and all that stuff that can put you over the top, but you gotta at least bring a minimum amount of artillery to the fight in the first place for your strategy to even have a chance.
But the
Take it. Didn't Golden State fire Mark Jackson one year, make 1 or 2 changes to the roster, hire Steve Kerr and look like a different team? I'm not saying we got a Steve Kerr.
But what's the thing? But what did you say? What was the caveat you just said? You said they changed what?
I don't know the pieces. I don't know the pieces that they put. I know David Lee, maybe Draymond Green.
But what I'm saying is, if it was the exact same roster and Steve Kerr took it, I know the core was the same. But if it was the exact same roster, I give that to you. But if you change some stuff and you change the coach, you can't say that what would happen if you would have made those same changes with the coach that you fired. Because you didn't, the opportunity is different.
I agree. I brought this up.
Ain't that harder, Gerald? Ain't that harder?
So what?
Matt, what
harder?
Like you froze.
No, I said, isn't that harder if I have a brand new coach that's never coached before, and I have new players that I have to acclimate to the system? Isn't that more difficult than?
That was my original point, Matt.
Yeah,
that was my point.
On paper, yes, it could be, but if you got that's where who was on his staff. I was gonna go back to the assistant coaches. Who was on that assistant coaching staff?
For Steve Kerr?
Did he have? Yeah. He had Alvin Gentry.
Mike Woodson.
Mike Woodson.
Too, right?
Mike Woodson was on that staff.
Who else did he have? He had Luke Walton.
All former head coaches.
So that's my rebuttal right there. That's my rebuttal. You see what I'm saying?
But all I'm saying is
has strengths too and weaknesses.
Look, you're not gonna convince Matt, bro. You might as well stop that because Matt is stuck in his ways. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he don't like Nate, because they just alike.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn,
Matt, man, you not. Matt, you're not being reasonable, bro. Like,
How?
okay, I'll put you like this. What my boy was just saying is exactly the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? Look at Popovich right now. What is he doing? Not a damn thing.
They just
not a
developing
damn
down
thing.
there, man. That's all they
No.
doing.
But that's the point. That's the point. The point is when Popovich had real talent, they were winning.
They won.
It's still the same system.
Consistently.
It's still the same system. You know what I'm saying? But look at his record after you know what I'm saying? After that talent left. After that talent got old and left, he hasn't been the same. And you know what they're saying about Pop? They saying, well, Pop is old school now. Now all of a sudden he old school. Really? This man was dominating the 90s, you know, after Jordan them left.
And the 2000s. Don't forget about that.
And the 2000s, right? And now he old
and
school.
the 2010s.
And the 2010s.
No.
Are you serious? You feel what I'm saying?
But hold on. But
come on.
But one Pop universe. Well, I would say most people would say last year he overachieved with the talent that he had last year, right? They made it.
Still made the playoffs.
Tournament.
They still made the playoffs.
Yeah, so I would say he overachieved last year. Nate Jenner, I call him the little engine that could, but a lot of people he's not really credited for overachieving really around the league.
Who are you talking about? Nate? You talking about Nate again?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Time out.
No.
Championship coaches don't overachieve. They meet expectations.
Yeah.
The expectations is set by your talent.
They reload too.
Hey, listen, first of all, the old saying is always that players get you through the regular season, coaching get you through the win you championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every coach I've ever heard, they say, hey, bro, they say, look, run the play, and then if the play don't work, then just play ball. That's what they tell you. Because they expect their talent, right, to make the system work, or they expect you to have a certain basketball IQ to be able to do the basics. You understand what I'm trying to say?
It ain't a video game. Like you've been playing the same game since you were 7.
I mean, think about it. Like, go ahead.
No, but I'm saying certain coaches are considered better than others because their system is better than other systems. Or the system is better.
The system looks better because of who's running it.
Exactly.
The players on the court that's running it.
Yes, it does.
No, like Minnesota. I mean, Memphis the other night, right, against us, right? We both had similar level of talent out on the court. They look better than us because their system.
No, we didn't have similar talent on the court.
Bro,
we didn't have similar talent.
No, we didn't have similar talent on the court.
JJJ, like that dude had 8 blocks, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, let's be real about this though. Let's be real about this. All right. Memphis has been together for a while.
The same time we have.
Mm-hmm.
No, they haven't.
No,
this is a brand new team, man. This is a brand new
team.
Hawks
Different,
team.
bro.
This is a brand new Hawks team. This is the part
the core ain't nobody but Trey, Hunter, and Collins.
Exactly, and Capella.
But Capella, we traded for him.
No, but I'm saying those guys have been playing together for a while, right?
Right.
But when you start mixing in a whole new bench, right? And rookie players, right? It's almost like you start like half of your team is new. Half of your team is new. That's why it was so important for Bogey to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because all right, now I got somebody else who actually understands basketball, right? As good as AJ Griffin is, as much talent as I think Johnson has, right? Jalen Johnson has. He got to grow into that talent, right? But they don't have basketball IQ all the way, right? You can tell when they get into their heads, they start hanging their heads, right? You know what I'm saying? Bogey don't do that. Bogey say, hey, bro, I miss a shot. I go back and I shoot again. Hey, do A, B, and C. Keep moving with the ball. Keep moving with the ball. Them boys are standing in the corner. You get what I'm trying to say? Have you ever noticed that when Bogey is on the floor, Trey plays better?
Yeah, because they know each other. They've been playing together for 3 years, like you said.
He played better when Trey played better when Capella on the floor too.
Exactly. It's because Trey is not a real he's not a leader that he's not the leader that people think he is. That's why Nate always said, I mean he's a scoring guy. You get what I'm saying? He's a great talent But you need somebody on the floor, right? That's going to say, hey, when stuff is going awry, somebody going to say, hey, bro, why y'all doing dumb shit? Just stick to the script, run the down plays, yeah, exactly. That's the reason Jonte was brought in. You know what I'm saying? And Capella does the same thing, but he can't because, you know what I'm saying? He's
offensively, he ain't got no game.
Right. Yep. He does it on the defensive end, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he can't do it on the offensive end. The problem is when you have Trae Young is a gun shooter. He a gunslinger.
Gunslinger, yep.
Yeah. If this was the NFL, Trae Young would be labeled as a gunslinger.
He'd be like Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or Brett Favre. When you have a gunslinger, right, you need to have an offensive system.
But they don't. But that's the essence of what I'm saying. We don't have one. When you say stick to the system,
no, we got one. It just ain't as complex as you would like it.
Exactly.
No, it's not good.
But listen, man.
I put a pick and roll is not a system. I keep saying that, but
that's not true. Cause 90% of the league run pick and roll, bro.
Exactly.
They first play is a pick and roll.
But they don't make that the singular option in their.
Yes, they do. Yes, a lot of teams do, man. Yes, they do.
Like when we ran pick and roll tonight, Matt, the system is to find the mismatch. Well, Clint wasn't there, so we had to do it in a different way tonight because the live wasn't gonna be there. So we had to find a mismatch, and then if Trae was what was the boy name? The dark skinned kid, Thor.
Yeah, Thor.
Like he ended up like we was running the pick and roll to get Thor 1-on-1 with Trae, so that way Trae could kind of take advantage of whatever. So it is a system. Now it don't always work.
It's vanilla. It's vanilla. They just say
it's vanilla. It's vanilla. But here's the other thing. If Nate might not be credible to say this because he a defensive guy, not an offensive guy. But in his mind, he probably thinking, shit, what I'm gonna give him something else? Why I'm gonna give him something more complex if they can't even do this shit right?
Exactly.
But hold on, didn't you just say we ran? But hold on, didn't you just say we ran sets or whatever we ran? You say we did.
But that was the second unit that ran that, Matt.
Exactly.
So you said that was the second unit. The second unit is smarter than the first unit?
No, the second unit doesn't. The second unit don't have the talent to get their own shot. So outside of Bogey, unless he's playing, so they have no choice. Kind of like how Mike always say, the plays are really ran for players that can't get their own shot.
Exactly.
Hey, man. So if you look at what Golden State did, because they in a free fall right now, Steph gonna be out for 2 to 3 weeks, so they might be in a play for Victor. Don't be surprised they be right there because they know what they're doing, man. They recently moved Draymond to the bench. You know what Draymond's quote was? He said the bench's job is not to be able to. He said it's not to get a lead. He said it's more. We run a lot more sets. We want a lot more plays. Guys are not the superstars we have on that front line. They can just go out and just know the game and the field and how to do things. Like so, they put me on there to get a little bit more structure within that second unit, so that we all can run set plays, set schemes, so that we can sustain what the first team has already done.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. All I'm saying is, Draymond is providing structure to something they already have. Whereas us, you're talking about providing us to there's no what do we have? Like there's no holding dudes accountable works when you have something to hold them accountable to. We have
if we didn't have structure, right? If we didn't have structure, then how come when the Jonte is in the game with the bench player they play good?
This is true. I give you that.
That's true. Look, playing good basketball is a want-to thing.
Yeah. Why is it that the second unit actually runs the offense if we didn't have structure?
Well, to me that's debatable. I would say in the second.
What you talking about? Hey, even they say it every day on TV, bro. They say every hey, look, when the second unit come in, they start moving the ball around. They cutting. They running off screens. They doing all of this stuff. They doing all of this stuff
because they don't have a choice because they're not as talented.
So that means it's a structure there, then, though, right? Because I don't think that the second unit is just coming out there just doing what their own thing. They doing something that the coaches are asking them to actually do.
Now, Matt, I'll give you this. That what the second unit does, that's a self-awareness thing. The starters, they get paid all that money. So they ain't necessarily got to really self-aware like that because they already in a $20 million mansion.
That's true.
That's who everybody paid to see.
Yep.
Well,
true.
I'm saying, to me, when I watch them play, Nate's system, or I guess if you want to call it that.
It ain't got.
Is it Nate's or is it Joe Prunty's?
Well, no, Nate. I'm talking about Nate. Because
it ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm asking who runs the offense. Is it Nate that runs the offense or is it Joe Prunty?
Ain't Joe the lead offensive assistant guy?
I think Joe Prunty's the lead offense. Yeah.
Oh, no, I said Joe. I meant Nate. Joe, my bad. Joe designs certain sets that we run. So if like we need a point, he'll draw something up. But play to play, like possession by possession, he doesn't control it like that. Nate,
listen.
Okay,
you're wrong, man. You're wrong. Listen.
How am I wrong?
When a head coach comes, right, all they say is we want to run a particular style. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but what is that? What is it though? That's what I'm asking.
The style is pick and roll.
But what I'm saying is,
Matt, you talk about pace a lot, right? Mm-hmm. You talk about tonight. I know y'all talk about the level of difficulty. I got that. But was the pace of the game on offense what you would like to see, Matt?
Generally, yes.
Okay. All right. Overall, because I know the third quarter was a shit show, but overall, it was what you would want to see.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Go ahead.
I got one. Bro, the Magic won again, bro. They just beat Boston.
Yeah, they beat Boston.
Them boys.
Oh, they did. Oh, my parlay might hit, bro. Hey, what's the Golden State score? My parlay might hit.
I don't know. I'll check. But go ahead, Mr. Graham. Sorry.
This is my question to y'all. Why do y'all think that the Hawks walk the ball up the court so much?
That's
the way he wants them to play it.
Yeah, that's a Nate pace.
That's not a Nate thing.
That's a Nate thing. It's followed.
Listen.
But Mr. Gray,
you know what? Yeah. Matt's right. No, Matt right about that. Matt is right about that because when we ran at a breakneck pace, what we would notoriously do, we would score a lot, but we would average damn near 20 turnovers a game. Because when we was under. That's why we walk the ball up the floor. That's why we got the least amount of turnovers in the NBA because we just take care of the ball.
So it's not a Nate thing. It's he don't trust these boys because look, we do it now. In that third quarter, how many turnovers did we have in the third quarter?
Ooh, that was a bad stretch.
I think
you feel what I'm saying?
Stretch.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think Trey had 3. I think Trey had 3.
Did Bogey have one of them?
I don't think Bogey had one. He tried to shoot that over the goal shot. It might have well.
Nah, that's
you see what I'm saying? So it's
a Nate thing because
it's not a Nate thing. We just
No,
we just said
he trying to protect them, Matt, from turning the ball over 20 times.
Exactly. It's that's what it is. That's what it is.
I got you, but what I'm saying, but you take a team like Golden State, right? I know it's Golden State, right? But Steve Kerr thing is we're going to average because we play at such a high pace. We're going to turn the ball over 15, 16, 17.
Matt, we don't got their talent.
No, I know we don't got their talent. Even last year, let's drop Golden State. Even the Spurs last year, they were third in the league in pace, right? Pop said, we're going to turn the ball over a lot because of how fast we play, but I'm okay with that because throughout the game, I can make adjustments or I can adjust things on the fly. That's different from saying
what was popping. What was the Spurs in defense last year? I'm asking for a reason.
They were bad. I mean, look, they were bad.
Hey, Jess, I got to cut out of here, man. I appreciate it chopping up with y'all, man. I talk to y'all.
Hey, you know what, fellas? I gotta chop out too, but y'all have a safe night, man.
All right, bro. You too now. The reason why I'm asking the reason why I'm asking, Matt, is because our main problem last year was we couldn't stop a nosebleed. So why would Nate want to turn the ball over voluntarily by playing at a higher pace that's not efficient, knowing we're gonna give up probably 30 fast break points?
Well, we
give up 35 break. We give up 30 fast break points walking the balls up the court.
Because we only got one. Really, last year we had one person Lou was gone most of the year, but we only had one person that could handle the ball, Matt.
No, but what I'm saying is, if Spurs only had one dude to handle the ball, so I'm saying if
they had more than one dude.
No, they got. When I say handle the ball, I mean somebody that you could
had one
literally
playmaker. They had one play. Murray was their playmaker. That was
no.
it.
No, they don't got to be a playmaker. They don't got to be a playmaker, Matt. When I say handle the ball, that literally means just be able to dribble the ball, no matter where you're going on the court. Like we only had one person that could do that consistently last year. I was Trey. So when you trap him, John can't. We know John can't. John, if it ain't a straight line, John can't do it.
This team is not built like that, man. And then on top of that,
Hunter, he got Hunter got he got brick hand.
He got butters on his fingers.
So
but Gerald, when I say I want them to play, yes, that's the way I want them to play, right? I mean, of course, but also
right, you like that style of basketball. Ain't no wrong with that.
But the GM who built the team also says the same thing that I said. He said we should play faster.
See, now we get his ass need to be on the coaching staff then.
Well, I'm just saying
if he gonna talk about how we need to play.
Listen. He knows that we need to play faster. That's not
But y'all
everybody but listen, everybody understands.
We can't do it all game. Remember the Houston game where we was doing it and it was working. The shit looked nice. I'm like, damn, I see what Matt talking about. Then as soon as I said that in my head, what started happening? Turnovers after turnover. When the other team has momentum, it's harder to play at that same pace, Matt, because if you playing faster, you turn the ball over, you get missed shots. You play faster, you speed them up as well. But if your end of the court offensively is inefficient or sloppy, now you're giving up easy opportunities on the other end.
Exactly, it don't matter.
You gotta pick. You kind of gotta pick your spots. It can't be all game.
No, I didn't say. I'm not saying all game. I'm saying one. You play faster, but you play faster within structure. Just because you play fast doesn't mean you don't have any structure.
Yeah, but they don't know how to do that.
But
they don't know how to do that.
They don't know how to do that, Matt. That's why I always say I'm fine with what you're saying, but it starts on the defensive end. We got to get a stop and a rebound because it's easier to play faster and be efficient if you rebound instead of taking the ball out the net.
That's true. I'm not saying don't play the defense. I'm just saying like now, right? We're 22nd in the league in offense, something like that, and we're 9th in defense. But
are we 9th in defense?
Yeah, I think we're 9th in defense.
Well, we were the other day. I don't know. I haven't checked since that Orlando game, but we were before Orlando.
I think tonight might have evened it out because they ain't get 100, did they?
I think they got 106.
Oh, 106. So we hit. I always say our magic number is 110. If we hold teams under 110, we should win.
They had 106.
Yeah. So
and then the comments you're talking about. Well, I think we're 8th in pace, but that's attributed to Murray, right? Because of the steals. If you take Murray, just take Murray's fast break points out,
it don't matter how, Matt. The fact that it's there.
I'm just saying like yes, we're 28th in pace, but that's very misleading because like the games that Murray missed We're like dead last in pace. We're one of the bottom 4 teams in the league.
But you could say us being, what are we in offense again?
22nd.
I could come back and do the same thing you just did and say us being 20 something in offense is misleading because we don't get as much possessions as everybody else because we play slower so we don't turn the ball over.
But I'm saying that if you had if you had an offensive minded coach, I guess I'm saying I'm not scared by the turnovers. So our offensive coach wouldn't be scared because of the turnovers. They wouldn't say, we're going to turn the ball over, so we have to play slow for us not to turn the ball over. They would take the turnovers as I'm cool with it because I know, like in football, right? Patrick Mahomes, I'm cool. I know he going to throw one interception every game. I know that. I got the –
No, he not. Because he got like a 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
I'm just saying. I just use that as an example. Like, Dak Prescott, he's going to turn the ball over. I know he's going to turn the ball over. Jared Goff with
don't even use him because they average. They the Hawks.
Well, I'm just saying. Like, I know I'm good. I keep bringing up Golden State, but even Toronto, I'm cool. I know we're going to turn the ball over 15, 16, 17 times, but I also know we're going to get 100-something possessions. So that's cool if we turn the ball. But if we play at a slow pace, it's very important that we shoot well because it's not that many possessions to begin with. So if you play slow like we're playing now and we don't shoot well, you're not going to win a lot of games. Just the math. I don't even got to look at the talent on the team.
No, not necessarily because even if you play let's say you get 120 possessions, but you had 20 turnovers, right? The other team, they had 100 possessions. What's the difference? You had the same amount of possessions.
But yeah, I had the same amount of possessions. But if
no, not possessions, but you had the same. You had the same amount of opportunities to score is what I mean.
You had the same field goal attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say that's rare that happens like that. Like Golden State, they don't turn the ball over 20 times. They turn the ball over 15 times, but that's calculated into
the offense. So name an offensive first team that's won championship.
I mean, you want me to take out Golden State, right?
Yeah, take out Golden State.
Golden State was the best defensive team too. But I give you Golden State though. They had the most firepower, but they were defense first. But because they got a lot of fast break points.
I won't say they were defense first. I think they were more. Because Steve Kerr's the offensive coach. I think they're more offensive leaning than defense. But I'll take out Golden State. The best offensive team to me that I've seen is the 2014 San Antonio Spurs against the Miami Heat. They won a championship. They
were the best in defense.
There was a defensive team.
That was a defensive team. Yes, they just had Danny Green just caught 5.
The 2014 team.
Nah, it wasn't just Danny Green.
Sure they were number one in offense.
It was a few of them.
Yeah, but he was the. I think he the one that set the record though for the threes and for the amount of threes in the final.
But it was him.
They might have been top 10 in defense.
Patty Mills too, yeah.
Man, the Spurs have.
But yeah, they were defense first, Matt.
The Spurs have always been a defensive team.
No, the 2014
the Spurs have always been a defensive team.
No, that's not true.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that. It's the facts.
I don't agree with that.
They always been a defensive first team. Not saying that they were just trash on offense, but they were always defense first.
Yes, they were.
I'm talking about specifically the 2014 Spurs.
Yes, they were.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, they were.
Well, let me say this though. If we say offense first, what are you like? Are we talking the same? Because when I'm saying offense first, I'm pretty sure those teams led the league, or they were top 3 in assists and all of that. Like they were moving the ball.
So what I mean by that, I'm asking you a question. What I mean by offense first, you're ranked higher offensively than you are defensively.
Okay. Okay.
So like somebody like Dirk and Steve Nash's Dallas Mavericks, they couldn't get past San Antonio except the 1 year, and that's offensive first. If you go Steve Nash's Amari Stoudemire against when they always ran into Kobe, that's an offensive first team.
Offensive first team, yeah.
If you look at I'm missing somebody. Mavericks, Spurs. Oh, the Kings. If you look at the Kings that used to go at it with Shaq and Kobe in the early 2000s, they were offense first.
Can you argue that 20 was it 13 Miami team that wasn't offense first when they had Shane Battier, Mike Miller?
Shane Battier, defensive stopper, he can shoot though. Mike Miller's an offensive guy. Yeah.
Like I
but
said,
Miami got a lot. What the thing that made Miami so lethal was because they got a lot of points in transition because they'll lock your ass up on the perimeter. You couldn't do nothing on the perimeter.
Well, yeah, like it was a fast break shot. The only thing I'm gonna say though is and I think Mr. Gray made the point about Nate not trusting the guys. I don't fully agree with that because history has shown he's always been a slow-paced guy or a slower-paced guy.
But let me ask you a question.
With this team, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't think he's ever well with this team. I get it because we have youth and we don't have the veteran savvy. But in those Indiana years, like he never even cracked top 15.
But
he was like in pace.
But let me ask you a question. Hold on.
He was always a slower guy. Go ahead.
Hold on. When Nate came to the Hawks, right? They brought Nate on, right? You remember when they first brought him on? All right. What was the Hawks' problem?
We didn't know how to keep leads. It was a lot of things. Yeah, we had leaky.
We turned the ball over too much.
Exactly. In the fourth quarter, we would lose all the games in the fourth quarter.
And then also we would let teams go on. Every team would go on one of them Miami runs.
Yep. And then we would lose
against us.
And so what Nate did was Nate said, "Hey, check this out." In the fourth quarter, because he would talk about it at the every game. He say Trae Young is like a Lamborghini. He just want to be out there running. He said, "Listen, in the fourth quarter, y'all got to slow it down and turn it into a possession game, and then we'll close out games." And then that's what we do, and we start winning. But Nate didn't tell them to walk the ball up the whole damn 4 quarters.
But that's what he does.
He didn't say that. He said no. He said slow it down in the fourth so we can control the possession, stop turning the ball over, and then we can win the game.
So
that's how we won game 7 against Philly.
Exactly. They took it literally, and now they walk the ball up the floor every play.
So let me ask you a question. Are you telling me Nate gave correct instructions on how the team should execute in the fourth quarter?
Exactly.
Are you telling me that?
Yes, I'm telling you that.
You think he gave correct instructions?
No,
right.
listen.
Hold on. In what game are you talking about?
I'm talking about in general, from what we've seen.
I'm saying.
Last year to now.
No,
has he given correct?
Listen, man. Now you taking
in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, this is a separate question I'm asking you. In the fourth quarter alone, do you believe that Nate gives the correct instructions to close out the game?
I'm saying he don't.
I'll say yeah.
I'm saying, listen. I'm saying this is the thing. This is the thing. When you have a quote unquote superstar on your team, they supposed to carry you the last 6 minutes of the game. That's what all stars do. That's the whole purpose of why we paying you $200 million.
No, that's not
to
true.
bring us home.
No, Matt, that is the superstar is supposed to bring it home.
What I'm saying is you to solely depend on that and you do nothing to enhance it. To me, is lazy and bad coaching.
Give me a team with a bona fide superstar that don't do that.
Okay, exactly. Like for instance, right, Philadelphia, right? What's the one problem they got with Doc Rivers, right? At the end of the game, he gonna slow the ball down and throw it to Andy.
That was my question. I said, give me a team with a superstar that don't rely on their guy at the end of the game, in the last few minutes of the game.
There's plenty of teams.
No, you go. Give me a team. Give me a team, man.
But number one, there can't be plenty of teams because there ain't that many superstars in the NBA.
No. Give me a team, man.
We just talking about in the fourth quarter. At the end of the fourth quarter, that's all we talking about. The last 6 minutes.
Like Portland, right? Portland, to me, if you watch Portland, right? They don't get every single game for 82 games out the year. They don't give the ball to Damian. They don't give the ball to Damian Lillard. Right?
Yes, the hell they do. It's
you a damn lie. You a damn lie, man. You a damn lie. Now he don't got to score the ball.
But they give him the ball.
But they give him the ball to make the right play.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not every game.
They don't sometimes.
Matt, we just talking about the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter because the original argument was your superstar is supposed to bring you home in the last 6 minutes.
No,
in the last 6 minutes of the game.
No, but Gerald, I agree with that sometimes, or even you can say most of the time, but not every time.
That's all we saying.
If you listen to Reggie Miller them talk every game, they say, "Hey, your superstars, this is the time. This is the time. Step
it's
up.
Dame time. It's Dame time. Where you at?"
But what I'm saying is, and I think point is making the point too, to solely give the ball to Trae Young and stand over there with no instruction and allow him to decide what to do, when to do it, and how to do it 82 times a year, it's not going to win.
Matt, you have a coach. Matt, you have a coach.
A couple times.
Okay, so there are certain guys on your team, if you blessed to have enough talent to be like, okay, I'm a live and die with that guy because he won it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna call a timeout and say, hey man, they own you, bro. I'm about to draw this play for Lil Johnny, and Lil Johnny, he happy to stay in the quarter because he don't want that smoke at the end of the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give it to my guy. I done pay him 20. If it's $200 million, if I done gave him 200 million chips because he 8 years old, I don't give a his egg in the ball. Now he don't got to shoot it every time, but he controls the floor at that in that moment.
In every sport, the star gets the ball. In football, who gets the ball? The quarterback, because that's normally your star player. In basketball, in the final 6 minutes, 5 minutes, your superstar supposed to take over that game. Your superstar supposed. Let me tell you,
Demond, I agree in sometimes. I'm saying not 82 times a year. Every game, the last 5 minutes, I'm supposed to hand him the ball and get off his way. That's never worked in NBA history.
Who said? What do you mean?
We didn't say get out of his way. We didn't say that, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say it doesn't work? This what happens, man. At the end of the day, you live and die with your superstars, dog. That's why do you think people want 2 and 3 star players? That's the whole point, because those players are the players who can execute when the pressure's on. That's the whole point of being a star. Why am I paying you $200 million if I can't depend on you when it counts the most at the end of the game? Come on,
6 minutes.
So check this out, Matt. Matt, check this out. Remember week 1? I know we talking Hawks, but remember week 1 when we played the Saints and we were killing their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Who ended up getting the ball and they were cooking us?
Michael Thomas.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But
Superstar.
Gerald, what I'm saying is, at the end of the game, the play to set up that Michael Thomas fade shot. They didn't give it. They didn't say, all right, this whole drive, 8 passes in a row. Michael Thomas. They didn't do that.
See, now you're doing too much.
In football, Matt, I'm about to tell you. That, Matt. In football, it don't work like that. But the superstar still can control the field because, okay, Michael Thomas is the guy we gotta stop. Boom. He might set up. He might have set up. Who's another receiver they got? What's Olave? Okay, Olave, look, everybody gonna be on Michael Thomas. So Michael Thomas might go to Olave and say, hey, if you run this here or if you cut this route here, they gonna take me on the go route. So you're gonna be wide ass open right here. That's almost equivalent to your star player in basketball just making the right decision. You don't gotta shoot it every time. Matt. He just running the show.
But I'm saying, no, I agree.
I'm gonna draw the double team, kick it to Tony Kukoc in the corner.
Okay, so
kick it to Steve Kerr.
If he's making the decisions, but not necessarily shooting, I can see that. But I still believe he needs some type of assistance from the coach because I'm talking about Trey in particular. To expect him.
I give you that then, Matt. That make more sense. Okay.
If I'm
because he a little more turnover prone. So I get that.
Turnover prone.
So why am I paying him $200 million if I can't depend on him when the game counts?
I'm still giving him the ball. But I understand if there's a secondary option if Trey shit don't work.
Bruh. And since Trey been an Atlanta Hawk, when the game is on the line, that ball touches his hand, even when the play not drawn up for him. Just like the game, the closeout. I mean, that game one against the Knicks, the ball's supposed to go to Collins, but Trey kept it.
Yeah.
What's his shoe? When John Shoe came out, Trey kept that ball. Trey always touched the ball when the game is on the line or it's close. Hell, bro, come on, man.
But
in basketball, it ain't just one option, especially off of inbound. In that situation, it's always a second and third option.
Guess what? Guess why you gotta have different options? Because everybody know who gonna get the ball, the superstar. We all know. Everybody knows it.
But that's why they're the superstar.
If you can get the superstar the ball, you give it to him.
I'm telling you, the star will have the ball. That's why you have those options.
I guess the breakdown is, I'm just saying that I think it's beneficial to Trey to say, hey, Trey, look, if this happens, this is what I need you. I need you to go here. If they do this, I need you to help Trey come up with.
I'm pretty sure he do that.
He don't.
Man, come on, bro. Now you doing too much.
You can't say if he does. Matt, you can't say if he does that or not.
But Gerald, it's not okay. All right. I can't say that, but looking at them play, I could say either A, he doesn't do it, or B, Trey Young is the most egotistical guy I've ever seen because he must blow.
Bro, he blew Nate off on the timeout.
But you're isolating one singular event. I could bring you in Cleveland when LeBron James blew off Ty Lue.
Well, what about
he cussed out management in the tunnel.
What about when Trey Young wasn't even in the huddle when we drew up the final play for the Miami series?
Yeah, that wasn't good.
He won't even in the huddle, and guess who the ball was going to? He won't even.
It was supposed to go to him.
It was supposed to go to him, man.
But like I said, Nick, to me, the best. Well, I won't say he's the best coach. He's top 3 in my book, top 4. To me, I always go back to this. Nick Nurse said all the time, when I get first day of training camp, Musa Ujiri sit me down. They run their analytics. They say, hey, Gerald, our analytics say we're going to win 44 games. I know that for a fact. We could roll the ball out there. I don't even have to come to the games. Just based on our talent, our points per game, etc. We're going to win 44 games. pretty much. One or two maybe off. Nick Nurse.
No, Gray, that's true. That's true. That's true. Keep going, Matt.
1 or 2 games might be off here or there, but generally you don't win about that many because that's what your talent dictates.
Right.
He said.
That's what I said earlier. Your floor, the coach's floor is the talent.
I know, but here's the difference. Nick Nurse said Musam Ujiri told me I'm getting paid to take us from that floor to our ceiling. I don't get paid to win 44 games. I get paid to win 50 when we're supposed to win 44. Or win 48 when we're supposed to win 42. That's where I get my money. So what I'm saying with Nate is we're just getting the 44 or we're just getting the 42. We're getting whatever that computer model shoots out there, 42 is, 44, 45, whatever that is. How do you know it's 42?
No, it could be 36.
But your problem is this. But your problem is this, Matt.
42.
Matt, but that don't factor in injuries. Okay.
I said it could be off.
It doesn't. No, it's almost like a poll. You get a plus or minus, but because you can't predict who gonna get injured, what injuries they gonna have, how often,
and how long they're gonna be out.
Your model don't factor that, so you can only go off the talent. Hey, we need, and you don't even do that. What they really do is this: the GM go in there. That's my son. The GM go in there, and the GM sets goals. Hey, this is the goal. They don't really talk about the actual wins. They say this team we need to be in the top 4 of the East. That's one of the goals. Next goal is what's the division goal? Yeah, whatever the playoff goal. That's what they really said.
Right now,
but that model it don't factor in injuries. So
right now we're set to win 41 games, I believe. It might be 40, but I think it's 41. So you telling me if Nate wins 41 games, we should be satisfied?
You have to factor in injuries. Look how
we haven't been healthy.
We haven't played one game with a full healthy roster. So you have to give him some type of leeway. You have to, because did nobody know DeJounte Murray finna be out 2 weeks? How long Collins been out? Clint hurt again. What you gonna do? Have we factor in?
I just seen the Nets win, missing five.
That's one game. We talking about over the season.
And guess what, Matt? You just saw the Hawks beat the number 2 team in the West in the Denver Nuggets without Trae Young. So I mean, what are we talking about here?
That's one of those wins that Nate got over that floor.
That's facts.
So I mean, you got to keep it real, man. So you're not really keeping it real, man. Listen.
Oh, we got Hero. You got 2 minutes.
Oh, my bad. Nate McMillan.
Hero and Unsung.
Nate McMillan is not the guy that's going to take us to the next level, man. My hero tonight, I got to tip my cap to Trae Young, man. He played a very efficient game. And I don't have an unsung. I got co-heroes, man. Trae Young and Bogey tonight, man. They did their thing.
Mm-hmm. I go next.
Bogey. Go ahead.
Who your unsung, Matt?
Unsung, I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with Trae. He played pretty efficient.
Okay.
Yeah,
he went with Bogey as the MVP.
I think Bogey won us the game, but I thought Trae.
Okay. So I got Coles as well. I got Trae, and I got Trae and Bogey is co-MVP, and my unsung is Frank.
I like it.
Gray, who you got?
Mine. I think you mean.
I agree. I did all that.
Okay.
Demond and mute. But Gerald, I'm not saying he's terrible, Gerald. I'm just saying he average. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, thanks for stopping in. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody on the panel who stopped in. All the day ones, y'all know what time it is, and we up out of here. Y'all stay up. Peace.